Competing Against the Old Man by E.A. Brigginshaw. My father was a fairly good golfer. Not a great one, but a good one. He played to a 10 handicap when I first started caddying for him when I was 10 years old. We used to travel to play in tournaments at various courses in the Ottawa Valley, and these were some of my favorite times spent together. My father taught me to play golf, although he also enrolled me at various junior golf camps at our home course in Renfrew, Ontario. We were fortunate enough to have the great Ernie Wakelam as our professional when I was a kid. He must have been almost 70 years old at the time, but he loved to teach kids about the game. He was a master of the short game. He could hit a simple bump and run up to within a few feet of the hole, but he could also hit it almost all way to the hole, take one bounce, and then stop on a dime. Next, he'd hit the shot halfway to the hole, take one bounce, check, and then release about 5 feet to the left. Then he'd hit the same shot and have it spin to the right. All with a 7-iron, not the custom ground wedges with deep grooves available on the clubs today. It was magic. As I grew through my teens, I would always strive to beat my father. Even though I could outdrive him by 20 or 30 yards, my dad was also good around the greens. I don't know how many times I would be looking at a 10-foot putt on the last hole to win, and he'd be off the green facing a difficult up and down. He'd chip it in, and I'd miss the putt, and he would win, again. It was so frustrating. My handicap was a couple of shots lower than his, but I could never manage to beat him when we played together. I remember the day that I finally did beat him. He was off his game that day, and it wasn't even close. When we finished the round, I was surprised at how happy he was that I had finally defeated him. Rather than being ecstatic about the win, I felt a little sad. The bubble had burst. My hero had fallen. We didn't play much together after that, and I never really understood why. Whenever I'd ask, he'd suggest that I go play with some of the younger guys. I wish we had played more rounds together, regardless of who won. When Jack Nicklaus won the Masters in 1986 at the age of 46, I called my father and we shared the thrill of watching the old man get it done once again. For some reason, it felt like we were cheering for dads everywhere to beat the young upstarts as we watched Jack on that day. My father is now gone, and I'm over 60 years old myself. My oldest son is a golfer, and the father-son competition is on once again. I'm still a better golfer than he is, and I give him a few shots to make it fair. But that doesn't stop him from trash-talking that it's just a matter of time until he beats me. I won't admit it to him, but I'm actually looking forward to the day he does. I just hope he'll still want to play with the old man when he has to give me a few shots to make it competitive.